So it's me again, here with my Bible, not my Bible, my Bible. And today we're going to be thinking a bit about how the Bible came together. Imagine if Charles Dickens, J.K. Rowling, and my good friend of mine, Shakespeare, come together to write one book. That is a bit like the Bible, inspired by the Holy Spirit, but written by loads of different authors. And it came together as one collective book. So we're going to be thinking a little about that. So I'd like you to come with me. Let's go. Yep, bought a really expensive camera just to film myself. When you look this good, though, you would, right? Me again. Now, let me tell you about oral tradition. It was a Jewish sort of thing, a Jewish custom actually, where because people couldn't read, lots of people couldn't write either, the Jewish scholars would be great storytellers, and they would pass down stories of what had gone on in that day and in that age. It occurred in about mid-5th century BC when the Jews had been exiled, when they thought, you know what, we are under foreign rule. It would be awful if we lost these amazing stories, so I've got an idea, let's write them down. And that's exactly what they did, and that is how we got a collection of the Old Testament, also known as the Hebrew Bible. So, let's talk about the New Testament. After Jesus' ascension, right, the people were thinking, how is it that we're going to be able to follow Jesus? They were thinking about all the different things that he'd spoken about in his life, and they thought, how do we actually put these words that we've heard into application of our lives? Actually, similar to that oral tradition of passing down stories, they thought actually the gospel is spreading, it's going beyond our hometown, so we are going to need to write this stuff down. Christians at the time who were writing letters to churches, trying to inspire them again in how we live like Jesus, how we follow his teaching. And it was all of these things being pieced together that enabled us to have the New Testament. Football! Zap away! The problem was that in 1st century, Christians everywhere were pretty confused. They were thinking things like, how can we live like Jesus when people are writing these fake accounts? They didn't know what truth was anymore. They were struggling to have a strong foundation. And if you fail to have that, how can you truly live the life of Jesus effectively? So it was only until 367 AD when a man called Athanasius, he was an Egyptian bishop. He said, you know what, I'm going to bring my council together and we're going to have a little conversation. And they started speaking about the things that were actually true, the things that people knew that, you know what, we can actually follow this, we can believe this. This is consistent in the message of who Jesus truly was. It was things like this that helped us to then start piecing together the New Testament, what we now call the New Testament. Seriously. Inspired by God, written by people. You have it here today. I hope that you have found this video helpful and it's given you a bit more of a understanding of how the Bible came about. If you'd like to see more from me, Daniel and Riam, then please like and subscribe.